Let me first just remember a few of the incidents of happenings. More mone poduchi 2010 re Invest Bhubaneswar, who has conducted this beautiful function here and so many interactive, energetic discussions going on. They started the Bhubaneswar airport should be an international airport. 2010 California, correct? And they took a lot of, yes, Danda was there. They took a lot of initiative, efforts and hard work to ultimately make it success. Very proudly I landed at Bhubaneswar airport as an international flyer, and then I was harassed to the hell because the customs doesn't have an X-ray machine. They want me to open all my baggage. So first thing is attitude. That we want to do something, but the circumstances doesn't really help us to get into that mode of 2020 or 30 or 40. Second, 2007, if all of you remember, when there was a big news, Tata Chorus, they merged. That was one of the biggest corporate happening to happen in the world. And we never knew that by 2016 that it was a disaster. Nothing is permanent and nothing is going to really sustain. So you don't really know that 10 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ କ'ଣ ହେବ 20 ବର୍ଷରେ କ'ଣ ହେବ ମୁଁ ତ କାଲି ସକାଳେ ମୋର ଭାତ ଡାଲି ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁ ମୋତେ ବଡ଼ ଚିନ୍ତା ଅଛି ଆଜିକା ଡେଟ୍ରେ ମୁଁ 2036ରେ କ'ଣ ମୁଁ କ'ଣ କହିବି ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ତେଣୁ ଆଇ ଆମ୍ ଲସ୍ ଅଫ୍ ୱାର୍ଡସ୍ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରିବି କିଛି କହିବା ପାଇଁ କ'ଣ ହେଇପାରିବ 2010-11 more exactly mane nahi with due respect or whatever disrespects to Mamta Didi or the best Chief Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi ji, and Nano thrown out of Calcutta and got into Gujarat, and history was created. And today we know with spilling of beans in the world that what a disaster Nano has been. So realistically thinking, something visualizing, doing and taking it forward for next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years ahead is a terrible task. It's a very difficult stuff and very beautifully Mr. Bagchi told in the morning a single word. You can dream, but carrying the dream in your shoulders and ultimately making it to see the light of the day is the challenge. So that is always a challenge. Then more really as what do I want by 2036? Let me just ask you a very challenging question tonight in this forum. Not tonight, I think we are still in the day. Can anybody give me a name in last 15 years? Let's say, I am not going back, or 20 years. Give me a name of an Oriya Crorepati entrepreneur of Odisha. Give me a name. We have many from 80s to 90, 90 to 2000. Give me a name in last 15 years, a single successful Oriya Crorepati entrepreneur who has succeeded in his own right and style to be successful and be known. What do we have? What the state lacks, state doesn't have resources. Okay, I can understand that there are people who they have inherited mines, they have inherited many other things and they have become. What does the place we operate with, we talk of corporate social responsibility, we talk of helping poor, we talk of doing this, that and all. What has the place has provided to somebody who would like to make a recognition of himself to create an entrepreneurial skill and through which he can create a lot of benefit to the community? Nobody has answered. Let me go with that, probably we never had. Back to, we lack political will, we lack social will, we lack infrastructural facilities, we lack maybe many of the socio-cultural, political avenues wherein things could be better, things could be done. Now, As probably the introducer, Diksha madam, she didn't have much to introduce about me. She said an ex-banker, entrepreneur, very vague things. Actually, I really have nothing to, to be recognized. वो कहावत है कि too many things together and you really do nothing. So I really do nothing. I just try to fiddle around with or whatever little time I have to do something or look at something where I can contribute to things. I would like to ask a very simple question to this August gathering today. How long all of us have to live with something called poorness? Poor. First, you should help the poor. Second, you should contribute to the poor. Third, you should do this for the poor. To the tune, I come and stay in a hotel. First thing is, it hurts me that I have to pay some 20 rupees or 30 rupees for Swachha Bharat. I have not done anything to make the Bharat unswachha. I have not done anything to make it dirty. Why should I pay for Swachha Bharat? I mean, why? What is my contribution to do that? But first thing I have to come and get taxed that I have to pay for somebody dirtying the place or the country or the society. I have no role in that. I should be rather be asked as an NRI that how I should contribute to make it much bigger, famous or good. I have been attending a lot of conferences, participations, functions with international governments, national governments, state governments. And I always find a very beautiful statement being made. आप लोग आइए, कुछ करिए, पैसा कमाइए, और in the process please help the community, help the society, help the place. I have never seen, मनोज कौचे, कई मत कही ना जे बस आके आसिक पैसा कमातु तापर लोक हेल्प करूँ आसिक आग लोक हेल्प करूँ. All what I have struggled to do is I have to only spend for poor. My money has to be used for benefiting the poor. I also was born poor. Hundreds of me are like me, or thousands of like me, or lakhs of like me has been born poor. We didn't take it as defeated. We worked hard for it. We did all our best possible to not remain as what we have born, and we created certain maybe to be not poor. But everything of mine has to be taken to help poor. And nothing will be given to me. Very simple thing. We have a lot of brilliant chartered accountants and top level people sitting here. Our Prime Minister kahidele, mane political statement doni please. We are supposed to start drinking by evening, but tankar national speech asiva New Year Eve रे तेणु आम सहित अपेक्षा करछु गोटे बड़ कौन आनाउंसमेंट हम प्राइम मिनिस्टर कहले जे 10 लाख लोक ओनली टैक्स दियंती आ बाकी समस्त बेईमान जे 10 लाख वन जे तार गोटे ब्रिलियंट टैक्स प्लानिंग करिछि विथ हेल्प ऑफ फ्यू ऑफ द ब्रिलियंट चार्टर्ड फ्रेंड्स एंड से टैक्स दे नांती दे आर बेईमान. तो ओनली दो 10 लाख देचंती they are iman and baki all others are beiman. ठीक है जी, Prime Minister कहीदेले and night was made. But having said that, आज का डेट रे मु भाबुची गोटे as a common man that मु यदि टैक्स न देबी I am better off. At least मो घरु के आसीबनी. मते भूल जे टैक्स दे देछि इनकम टैक्स फिनिश्ड सार बसचंद हर बाबू दे सारा पर 5 थर रिव्यू हो सारा पर 20टा क्वेश्चन आंसर सरला पर सब सरला पर तांका ऑफिस जाइकरी कहूचे ना एटा ठीक है नहीं एंड सेटा आउ थरे फाइल रिवाइव हो. तो व्हाट डू आई रिमेन ए बेईमान और रिमेन ए मैन. मु ओडिसा रे आसी व्यापार करिवि ना ओडिसा रे आसी करी एई स्ट्रगल सब करिवि. बागची बाबू कहिले से 52 टाइम्स ही हैज टू कम टू सेट अप हिज एस्टैब्लिशमेंट इन ओडिसा. बहुत पैसा अछि तांक पाखरे बड़ लोक सक्सेसफुल एंटरप्रेन्योर. What do I do if I just come with a very little bit of money to do something and do something for Odisha? Tenu, not all is lost. Not all is lost. I still am from Odisha. I have a vision. I love the state to be visible. I would love to be recognized that I am from Odisha, which is a great state and all those things. Jadio state mate kichi deina other than I just feel that I am an Odia, my motherland, this, that and all. Few areas, few things where I feel that I could see, contribute, think, visualize, vision. There could be some community development. There could be some development where, all of us should feel happy and proud. All of us should feel proud to be an area which is always in the heart of all of us. Let me give you an example which respected our Bagchi Sahab told in the morning, is the development of Singapore and all these things. I will go a little further than that. If I take you through a flight path from San Francisco, from that side to this side, San Francisco, New York, London, Dubai, Singapore, Sydney, Auckland. I want to go to flight path. I want to all these 5 or 6 cities are very vibrant, big, brilliant, and lot of richness. And basic GDP or basic income of all these 5 or 6 places is tourism. Tourism is only an area where the wealth remains in the place. All other, with due apology, if somebody is from Nalco or all those jewel companies, it's a big company, they make thousands of crores or I don't know, billions of crores. All that happens, they spend some money on corporate social responsibility in the state, and then, 20 years back, I am a pilamane chakri paithwe. But then ultimately, that wealth, what happens? It goes away from Odisha. What I am telling, any entrepreneurial matter that happens in Odisha, how much wealth is retained in the state and with the people. Construction industry, that's an industry where the wealth stays in the state. Engineers, starting from top level engineers to next level engineers to foremen to workers to everybody, all of them, they get paid locally and the money goes and gets spent in their families there. Similarly, many other areas are there, not just talking of get Infosys. Infosys makes some billions and takes it away. We have only few people here. It's question of tourism, which is an industry where generally the wealth stays in that place. My vision, if I am asked to say a very simple thing, I was 3 weeks back in Portugal. Portugal is a country has suffered or as bad as per its recession in whole of Europe. They are equal bad. They have just rethought themselves that our country has a brilliant coastline and we will develop that and we will promote film tourism. And that's how they invited us few, selecting me for somebody who is very unknown. Pastana Dita cinema karchi, not like Yajor, Karanjor. And they collected everybody possible, come see, and why don't you do that development? There is a political will. We have from Digha to, let's say, Andhra border, and we have a coastline. Simple method, privatize it or do it PPT, public-private mode, and create that 6-lane fast lane highway. I am sure many of you who would have been traveling to USA, you would have loved or planned that we will have a drive from San Francisco to Los Angeles in that road. Well, that is the most picturesque road, and see the tourism or the development or the income or anything that creates that particular road from San Francisco to Los Angeles, or for that matter so many highways specially made in Italy, where that going in that highway itself is a pleasure, is an experience. So we can have a highway from Digha to Andhra border, our coastal line, with a lot of hubs of tourism, depending on politics, socio, eco, religious culture. Ramchandi Mandir, it can be a place where, it's a religious hub. Bhitar Kanika could be a tourist hub of that tortoise coming here. For that matter, many of the things that can be done, which if it is needed to be done. That is tourism. Next, my vision, I would like to ask culturally few of the very simplest questions. I suppose a ବର୍ଷ ओडिसी डांस रे जने पद्मश्री पाइले कौन ना अरुणा महांती. What is that lacks in Aruna Mahanti that she would not have got Padma Shri at the age of 31 like Alaramele Valley? Can Aruna Mahanti answer this? Why Aruna Mahanti would not have got Padma Bhushan at 50 and again Padma Vibhushan at 60? Is our culture or dance form or that dedication of her for last 40 years is anyway less than Alaramele Valley? She got at 31. What way she is less than her? Where is our socio-cultural, I won't dare to say political, push to promote this art and cultural forum? I hope things will change. I hope person like her and many more will continue this journey, not getting disheartened, disappointed and continuity. I was so happy when she said that she has been instrumental in creating an atmosphere where today making a Odia Bohu who is a dancer as a pride, which Bengal re or South re hue. Next, I have a vision 2017 to 2022, 2022 to 2027. Next 10 वर्ष में देखिए. I will tell this is what I want. I would like intellectuals, all of you who are present here, to either suggest or tell or ask how it is possible. I want by 2022 there should be not 317 bhaina jo dialogue ta kaile. I don't know what is that figure of, why it is 314 cinema halls, why it is not 500 cinema halls. I want by 2022 5 national award winners every year of filmmakers. It could be film actors, it could be film directors, it could be film producers, or it could be anything. And 5 international nominations. I am not asking Oscar by 2022. That is my first 5 years vision. Next 5 years vision, before I come to, I would like to probably very briefly mention why I feel so convinced about or coming from doing banking, shipping, I don't know, all those, coming and doing films or serials or this, that and all. I felt it's a very brilliant area of creating lot of employment, lot of involvement and lot of rejuvenation of our culture. People who I work with, one of them is in the front seat, I go and request what really is necessary that like Bengal, like Kerala, like Maharashtra of latest, people will think about it. I was in American film market, I was talking of lot of things regarding marketing of films. People will not talk to me even that I have come from Odisha, I want a Hindi film to sell or a Oriya film to sell. They say, if you have some Bengali film or if you have some Kerala film, Malayalam film, we will buy it. That's where you make money. you make a good quality film, internationally famous or whatever way it is possible. Ultimately, your duty is to somehow get it across and sell it somewhere and all. American film market being one of the biggest market in the world. And there's a, if you are from Malayalam, yes, you know, brilliant films. If you are from Odisha, sorry, Bengal, yes, brilliant film. And Odisha, we are not even heard about it. Issue is, just see, film or serial matter is such a matter or such a business, like IT or like any other business all of you are doing brilliantly and successfully. It is also a medium of making lot of employment, lot of opportunities, lot of money, and overall lot of internal churning and rejuvenation of body and mind, or cultural rejuvenation. Odisha history can be repeated, Odisha stories can be repeated, Odisha writers can get opportunities, Odisha artists can get opportunities, Odisha technicians can get opportunities, hundreds. More than that, if there is a cinema hall, lot of people get employment there. You know, starting from torch boy to cycle stand fellow to taxi stand fellows to car stand fellow, all of them they get employment. That's an opportunity. Why not develop that area of film making or serial making or all those film making? But for that, we really need the people's involvement, talent, work, hard work, so that someday we could make a name for ourselves, that we are as good, if not better than Bengali films, or we are as good, if not better for Malayalam films, or we are as good as Maratha films. Issue is, which the gentleman asked, why not an Oscar? Please answer me. Why not an Oscar? How we can get an Oscar? Why only one Oscar? Why not 10 Oscars? And besides Oscar, I would like Grammy Award. So many international awards are there and all those things. My dream, my vision, my thinking, my effort, my work, my focus will be directed in that direction for next 10-20 years. You can still say that it's a retired man's probably initiative, but I look forward to take one part of this activity or thing of Odisha, that is art, culture, films and all those things, to a different level of recognition, glory, achievement, not only in Odisha or not only in India or probably all over the world. I think I have exhausted my time, so I am not taking any questions. I will take the questions later when we finish it. Thank you very much.